Hello, I'm Karen, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you how to make these lovely drawstring bags from the Granny Circle crochet pattern. They're super pretty, super easy, and I've got two different versions. So this version, I actually did put a top on this one, so this one makes it fasten differently. So if you can see the effect, oops, try and get them side by side. So that one sort of creates like a little star pattern. This one creates the ripple, but they still open and close beautifully. Okay, so they're very, very nice. And today's pattern is, because I've been following a theme, so today's pattern is actually from the word crochet. So I'm going to teach you how to crochet. For those of you that don't know what I've been doing, I discovered that I could actually break words down into components. I did actually crochet like the sections of the to be able to make the alphabet. I'll just put you these down so you can just see how this works. There, I just got the CR and the O just to be able to see. So you can see how they break into little sections, okay, to match this that's here. So for this particular one, we've got the circle equals magic circle, the C equals a chain, the straight lines down is a double crochet if you're in the US, or a treble crochet if you're in the UK. Straight line across is a slip stitch. It's really, really nice and easy pattern. Okay, I'm using a lovely lavender or lilac-y coloured yarn today. So today's pattern is begin with the magic circle. It's always the first round for the words that I'm using, by the way. So I've done a chain 1, I've done chain 2, chain 3. Then I need to do 11 of the double crochet or treble crochet, depending where you're from. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, excuse me, 8, 9, 10 and 11. And then we're just going to pull the tail end. You're going to slip stitch into the top of the third chain, not into the top of the double crochet where you can see the little V. It's a little bit at the side of it, underneath 2 strands of yarn if you can get underneath them, and then slip stitch together. And then there you can see that lovely little circle is the word crochet. So I've just showed you how to crochet. Okay, so I'm now going to move on to round 2, and we're going to keep with the theme of the granny pattern. So you're going to slip stitch into the top of the next double crochet, then slip stitch into in between the posts. That's a single crochet, by the way, if you're in the UK. Then I'm going to chain 3, 2, 3, and work the stitch that we've already been using, and then we're just going to do 2 in between each of the posts all the way around. So what you'll end up with, because the actual chain counts as a post, the first round you'll have 12, the second round you'll have 24, because you're just doubling it up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to actually just show you how to just keep on crocheting circles, because realistically I want to share some other things. So I'm just going to cut that off for now, and I'm going to share with you one that I completed so you can see. So round 1 had 1 post in it, round 2 had 2 posts, round 3 has 3 posts, round 4 has 4, and 5 has 5. Okay, so once you get to the 5th round, which is this blue one here, then you can just keep on using the same lot of 5 stitches all the way up, and that's what causes the curve for you to be able to actually get your bag. If you wanted to be able to make it into a hat, let me just demonstrate. Look, if I open this up and I tip it, just fold that over, you can see how that would actually become a hat, which is really cute actually, but it's a flat topped hat. Okay, or you can use it as a basket or whatever you want to use it as, but that's just to demonstrate how to do that. Also, I want to share with you that you can only go up to round 8 without you starting to cause these to wobble. So if you want to keep it flat. So this has actually got 8 double crochet in the edge of that. If you actually want to go further and you want to go up to round 9 and still keep it flat, you actually need to increase the size of your stitch. So you actually need to go up a stitch. So you'll be going to the double treble crochet if you're in the UK, and just a treble crochet in the US to be able to carry on to do that. And it looks super effective in black and white look, because it sort of looks like a star. I really like that. So that's how to do the main body of the bag. You can just literally make yourself a chain of chains for your drawstring. You can do this version that I've done here is like a corded version. That is a little bit more difficult if you're new at crocheting, because you need to really get your tension right, but I'll quickly just give you a quick demonstration. So you need a really, really, really long tail end, depending on how long you actually want your actual cord to be, because what you're going to do is you're going to begin with a twist, do a chain of 1, then you're going to use your tail end and you're going to wrap it over your hook, hold on to the end there, yarn over like you're doing a single crochet if you're in the US, or a double crochet in the UK, and you just keep doing that. But you do need to keep your tension the same all the way through, otherwise it's like, there you can see already, you can get sort of gets like loopy finishes if you're not careful. Okay, so that's how you do that. And what you do is you just literally thread the cord in between. So you just go, so you're going in and out like that all the way through to be able to do it. And you just start the opposite end with one cord, the up and the other one, and you just sort of work them all the way around so that they'll actually then pull together to cause the actual drawstring to work. Okay, so that's that bit done. Now what I'm going to do is show you that you can also crochet another pattern with the word crochet. So this is the word crochet again, done in exactly the same format that we've actually got the capital letter version, but rather than using the lines just to come straight down, I've created V-stitches. So the V-stitch is a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet if you're in the US, or it's a treble crochet, chain 1, treble crochet in the UK. So for this one, we'll get the yarn and we'll start this one so we can share with you. And we're still going to use the same theme as doing the granny pattern. So we're beginning with the magic circle, and we still need to chain 3 at the beginning of our round. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do the V-stitch. So that's your stitch, chain 1, and then work your stitch again. And then we need to just do a stitch by itself. So we've actually done that section and that section. We need to do another V-stitch, chain 1, and do the double crochet or treble crochet and 1 at the side of it. So that's that one. And we need to do another one there, like that, and another stitch there. Excuse me. And then, so we've done that bit there, and then we've got one more V-stitch to do. So there, and then it says to slip stitch to join. So we're going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain. So if that's our double crochet stitch, and this is the 3rd chain, and you can see we've got little groups of 3 this time. So you know, like on the 3rd round of this one, of the actual, yeah, we've got to that, we're already on that stage right from the beginning. So what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch into the top of the next double crochet and slip stitch into the chain 1 space, and then continue with this same pattern. So it's chain 3, and then we need to work 2 posts because the chain is already counting as a post, and then do chain 1, and then we want to make 3 posts. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to work into the next chain 1 space and do the same thing again. So that's 1, 2, 3. We need to do the chain 1 and 3 more. That's 1, 2, and 3. And you can see already, like, we're getting the straight edge into the next one, 1, 2, oh, did you hear that squeak there? Sorry about that. 3, chain 1, and I'm just going to get this one done, just so that this round done on this one, so you can see the finished result. And one more, so that's 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and the last group of 3, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so then we're just going to slip stitch into the top of the third chain to join. I like to slip stitch into the next chain as well, just because top of the next double crochet, because it just finishes it off neater. You're going to move to the next corner anyway, but you can see you make an actual granny square. So we've started off that we're actually making granny circles, and then we can make an actual granny square. And the reason why that this is like super important to do with this pattern and this coda stuff is because of when I actually very first realized that I could actually do this. So what I'm going to do is demonstrate to you. I hope that you're going to be able to see this. So I'm going to cross them off as I actually then create a letter. So I want 1, 2, 3 of these posts. So I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. So 1, 2. Then I want the O, and then this one I'm going to put upside down for a U. And I want 1, 2 more posts, and then these 2 I'm going to build together to create the S. Then I'm going to have 2 more to create a letter V, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 sticks left over. But those of you that have watched all of my videos, you will recognize this. This is Flowers V, as I pronounce it. So this bit I pronounce like an owl, and Flowers V. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually cross these off as I work these. So this letter F, if you put it upside down, you get it like that. The L, you join it on to there. And then the O, you put this as a bigger O up there. The U, I'm going to fit it inside. This other L here is going to be there. The S is going to come through that L. This V shape there is going to stick just there. And then we've got 1, 2, 3 sticks, 1, 2, 3 sticks. And for those of you that do know about history and things, that you'll recognize that these are the Jiahu symbols from China, which are 8,600 years old approximately. So we've got a direct link for crochet, because the actual symbols themselves spell crochet. The word crochet itself crochets a granny circle and a granny square. And I was really thinking, like so long ago, I kept thinking that this was going to share, that this was going to be the origins of crochet, and that I'd found it and it was going to be so cool. But as you know, if you do watch my videos, I actually use this same method and use these same sorts of symbols in Göbekli Tepe from the T-shaped pillars, and actually crochet up patterns from the T-shaped pillars, and they're 11,000 years old or more. So I just wanted to demonstrate that you can actually, the significance of all of this. And in my next video, I'm actually going to add on an extra letter to crochet and share with you what you can actually crochet with that, and something really special. So just keep on watching, because there's more to come. Okay, so thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, thank you for subscribing. I do hope that you'll actually have a go, at least like making yourself a little bag, even if you're not interested in the actual crocheting methods of actually doing it. Okay, so I think I've covered everything. So thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, thank you for subscribing, and as always, bye for now.